me see your hands real quick. Let me feel your hands.
Episode 2 is very emotional.
My hands have like M's on them. It is, and it's about, we talk about dating.
Dating is probably the numero uno highlight of the app.
We criticize one another. We get into it a little bit. We argue.
It's hot.
We have fun.
A lot of arguing.
There's a lot of fire signs in this room. And fire signs are...
Dude, I'm getting sweaty.
A lot.
Just thinking about it.
I had to turn the AC on. You guys don't see that, but I literally turned it on with my phone. So.
Wow.
Dude, that's actually pretty dope.
That's right.
Technology.
Yep. Didn't even take the heat out of the room. We were so heated.
But that's, so hopefully.
Party cast.
Party cast. Part 2.
Way too much partying.
Thank you all for tuning in. Party cast number 2. We can find you at Tobi and Boise. We got John _Nguyen, Nguyen. Numerical number 5.
Solid.
Booyah.
Mic drop.
Cinco for all my Hispanic hombres.
And I'm Tobi in Boise.
Yeah, totally. I got a lot of homies that like,
You buy a house.
All about this. Should we start this over?
I think it was good.
No,
that was super
It was solid. It was solid. It was real.
So solid.
We nailed it.
You nailed it.
You nailed
it.
You guys made it.
Yeah, we didn't die.
Knocked that out of the park, honestly.
Kill it. Make sure you subscribe. Give us 5 stars. Pass the episode along. And if you have anything else to do that's not very worth your time, just make sure that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Hey, I kind of want to.
Shut up and sit down.
All right.
Cool.
But no, so what was your question again? It was, what's dating like right now? Fucking phone.
Yeah, 2019.
It's fine. Yeah, in 2019, mostly my question was like, in your opinion, as an older millennial, so you're kind of like, as an older millennial, you're not a Gen Xer. You're not quite old enough to be Gen X. You're still beneath that. But then you have people like, so you and I, who are a similar age, we have that. And then we have people like John, who are in their early 20s. We're both still millennials, but we're both more on the cusp of like, you and I are like barely millennials, but we are.
But we're pretty close to Gen X.
Yes, we are close to Gen X. So you and I are what is defined as an older millennial.
Yeah.
Where we're still millennials, but we're definitely like older millennial, because John is also a millennial and he's like legitimately young.
Yeah.
I'm very young.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm kind of old.
So I'm curious, my question for you is sort of just like jamming on like, as an older millennial, like what is your experience like with age, or like your opinions on like, how it's like affects how you show up in a dating relationship, or like, do you think it's different, or is it just...
It's completely different. Let me go ahead and welcome everybody to part 2 of our party cast. Thank you, John, for staying with us and not passing out.
On your
or telling
floor.
Me you're gonna die on my floor.
Oh yeah, good times.
Like last time,
dude. That was bad.
Thank you, Tobi in Boise on Instagram. Everybody,
I'm making life awesome.
I've got a great cast tonight. We are about to chit chat about a little bit about dating, especially in our 30s, because Tobi and I are kind of like hitting our mid stride. In our 30s. I'm 30. I'm going on 34. She's going on 33.
I'm going on 33. You're right.
So, I mean, like, we are rolling. And then we got John here, who's probably kissed 2 girls.
3.
Oh, no.
Hey, I'm sorry that living in an Asian household is hard. The only
I'm just joking with you, man.
book.
I'm just joking with you. But you know what? You provide a dynamic that is very important for the people who are right in between, who have only kissed like 3-4 people, or who are like only intimate with certain individuals, right? Like they're very selective.
I'm very
and
picky,
I think, well, and you should be, and that's important. And I think that like the 3 of us provide a dynamic for conservatism. And being a little more liberal with the way that we expend our emotions,
I would agree.
or our physical capacity. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
So like
100%.
no, I think it's important that you're here and that you stayed for this and
I
that
do
you're
too.
able to
I
provide.
think it's really important. I feel like
and
he
you're
is
able
like
to provide a
he's
different
our-
A
type
new
of
outlet
an
of
out-
like what?
Yes,
outlook.
yes, you are the sage wisdom.
Okay. So-
that's why I turn to you always in my endeavors of
And
basically
and
anything
then
because
you
I
always-
want the fresh perspective. I'm like, what is the latest information?
And then
like,
you always like,
Yeah.
no.
no. Well, that's
Okay,
That's
so-
because I'm stubborn.
So with relationship wise, like what, like you said, what is dating now? Is 2019? There's online dating and there's
Yeah.
meeting people at the bar and or. at the
Do you meet
library.
people at the bar? Do you think that's something that your peers experience? Do your peers meet people in the bar?
No, because I've noticed that people my age we go on Tinder. And that's
Yeah,
like
or
the
any of the apps.
Bumble,
Yeah, Bumble, Hinge.
East Meets East.
Do you know
Asian
about
dating
Hinge?
website? I have not. I
You
don't.
never Hinge.
I've never heard about him.
You never heard about
No.
Hinge? You haven't either.
No.
I'm not on Hinge at the moment. Maybe I will be one day. But Hinge is just another. It's another app like Tinder or
Okay.
Bumble. But Hinge, I think the like concept of it is that it only will show people in your feed
Oh really?
that have mutual Facebook friends as you.
Okay.
So you only meet people, like, the only people that show up to you are people with whom you have mutual Facebook friends. So it's, like, in theory, safer than Tinder because in theory, it's like you can meet literally anyone. Like, there's no social proof. There's no social proof on Tinder. Like, you can just get on there and be a serial killer and make a profile and I can still swipe on you. But with Hinge,
You know what?
we have
I get
to have
asked
mutual
all the time
Facebook
if I'm a
friends.
serial
Yeah.
killer.
What?
Yeah. They either think I'm married, I'm gay, or a serial killer. Like,
Really?
yeah, all the time, dude. I literally got asked. I mean, I could like pull up a Bumble, like I could pull up a
Do
Bumble
people really ask if
conversation
you're
that
gay?
literally just asks, "Are you a serial killer?"
or
Recently,
Well, yeah,
all
you're
the
a serial
time,
killer.
Yo.
all the
Yeah.
time. People ask me if
Dude.
I'm like gay,
Really? Like,
married, or
why?
a serial killer, and I'm like, "Yo, just don't tell my wife about the 32 dead kids
Yeah.
who are all boys under the
my
floorboards."
husband.
Yeah. so why would they think
Don't
you're-
tell my wife about all the fucking
About
gay
my
dudes
husband.
under
Yeah.
the fucking floorboards. That's all I ask.
Yeah, that's-
Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, who thinks about that? Yo, Ted Bundy, like,
Yeah.
it's a little easier. It's easy to source out. And if you're dumb enough to go on a fucking date with somebody who you did not background check, there is a repository that you can literally pull full, like, a name.
Have you ever
Like-
gone on a date and had somebody be like, I looked up your repository?
I've looked over a repository.
Did you look at
I've been
mine?
asked. No. No,
my-
because you were legit. Like,
But I have a small record on the Idaho, but it's literally
Wait,
nothing.
you have a record?
No,
No,
like
no,
I was
no.
a kid, but yeah, it's like
Okay.
stupid stuff. But yeah,
But I was
have,
intrigued-
my
I
point
was-
my point is, I have gone on a date. I swear to God, I have been on a date where I showed up and we started hanging out or whatever. And,
I've
and there was
literally
an
looked
introductory. It
people
was
up.
like, oh, I saw you on the Idaho repository. And you had a fake ID in 2007. I was
No.
Oh my-
like, fucking, I don't know what to say to that.
you're a referral. So there's one thing if you're a referral. It's another thing
I'm a referral.
if
I'm
you're
a
somebody
person.
who's if
Tibbs,
you're.
this is a problem with dating
No.
2019. I am not a referral. I am a human
refer-
being.
No, John told me. John told me that like you might be
were
interested.
A referral, my friend. You were the
John,
referral.
well, John made the connection.
Yeah.
All I say.
Hey, yo.
He
Okay.
referred me to you, and he
He
referred you to
referred
me.
to you.
Oh,
And
it went
vice
both
versa.
ways, so I thought you guys would be a great click. Look at me go.
You're the referral. I'm not the referral. I'm Toby in Boise. I don't get referred out. Except by John. on
But who
occasion.
invited me out for the first time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Wait, I gotta hear this. What happened the first date? To
Don't
you two.
say anything.
No, we listened to a bunch of country music, and she ended
Yeah.
up going home. And basically, I just was like, dude, I have to literally work at 9 o'clock in the morning. So it was fun hanging out. Hit me up again.
Okay.
And we did hang out again. What did we do, though? I don't remember.
Brought your laptop to work?
We like basically, yeah, you brought your laptop
I know
over
he
and we
told
worked. But I worked too, though,
I know,
on
but
my
I was like,
laptop.
but why would you complain to him about that?
I didn't.
Yeah,
You did.
No, he told me what you guys, because I was curious.
I know, but I was like, I was sorry. I had some, things pop up. I'm a busy lady.
It's all good. No, that totally, it's cool. You know
Okay.
what? Sometimes guys enjoy just the company of the opposite sex who have the same interest without having to like do anything like more than that. Does that make sense? Like for me, like I just enjoyed your company while you worked, I worked, and I was able to actually
we had
focus.
That understanding of
I was able to focus on the things I had to do,
and I knew you would get it, and I knew that you would get it. That if I showed up and I was like, "I'm sorry, I have like some things I need to tend to," like that, you would not be the type of person that would be like, "Oh, that's lame."
It was
or whatever.
totally.
It was a safe space to express my work self.
It was totally 100% professional, which is what I appreciated. Like sometimes. Like some people can misinterpret being friendly, and you didn't misinterpret my like saying, "Hey, come over, let's geek out." And like if you have questions about business or Instagram, like I'd love to ask you about Instagram or social media.
I might have questions about business, but you definitely have some questions about Instagram.
Yeah. But I also don't really invest in those types of things, which I should.
Not yet.
But, she's converting all of us.
Yeah. But I mean, I do provide.
I know you are.
I'm trying to create a portfolio at least with my
I totally know. I get
so we can segue kind of like let's segue into social media, because as far as dating goes, I mean, we know it's difficult when we're like in our 30s.
I think I don't know, but that's like my whole like question. Like, is it or is there this new generation of young adults that maybe has a different perspective than we do? I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm that age. Like, I feel like for you and I, we're kind of caught in this middle place. And I feel that way.
We are.
I feel that way generally. I feel we're caught in this middle place. And I'm sure every generation in transition, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. But I just wonder, like, so like Instagram specifically, like I'm in my early 30s. I started really using Instagram intentionally in 2015.
I just started in 2018,
right? But
August,
right? Yeah, but for me, it was 2015. So that was when I was like, "Oh, this is a business thing." But just strictly Instagram wise, like I do feel like I am caught in this middle point of like filters, Facetune, Lightroom, Photoshop, like. Everything on there is fake.
Do you use all those?
But it is a pendulum swing.
Yeah.
Yes, I absolutely use all those.
Well, I mean, I have
100%.
I have
but
to.
I don't think. But this
well,
is my whole.
Technically,
this is my whole
argument.
Because
my shots are fucking awesome.
I don't think that people, and this is like opinion. Not my expertise, but like, I wonder if people that are John's age, because I do follow. So he's my trainer, obviously. He's my test subject of all things young.
Yeah.
Because we spend a lot of time together. But
we
like
spend way too much time together.
Not enough.
That's true. We don't spend enough time with each other.
Yes. But you are like my biggest like data point for like people in their early 20s. But there are like some people on Instagram that I follow or that engage with me that are in their early 20s as well. Obviously, you're my most clear, real sample.
I mean, you always have Cheyenne.
Oh, stop it, you. Anyway. But it does make me wonder, like, I don't know, like, are people... So I see this pendulum swing, at least on Instagram, of, like, that girls specifically that are your age or younger, they're not using Sister Facetune. They're not on Lightroom. There's this sort of, like, rejection of, like, false presentation, you know, in that case specifically on Instagram. But I think it's a good thing. And I wonder... And I don't know, from your observations and then my own observations, like, how does that translate to dating? Like, I see this on Instagram, this trend of, like, rejection. Like, fake.
Okay, yeah.
Like, you're fake. Like, we don't do that. Like, there's this chick that I follow that, I don't know, she's, like, 20, maybe 21, and she doesn't use filters, and she doesn't use Sister Facetune. Like, she doesn't, but she's still, I mean, her content is fantastic and very well liked, and yeah, so that's my question about dating is like, do you think that translates in a dating way?
I mean, if I stumble, okay, if I was still single, say I was still single today, and I stumble across this girl that used a shit ton of filters, it would actually turn me away, because it's like, it's like, yeah, no, I just wouldn't, like, it's fake, kind of almost like you.
It's inauthentic, maybe. Or, like, not even, all of it.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't really use the online thing for dating. I actually meet people, like, in person.
IRL.
Hey,
But
Tim.
you know what though? You at least in my experience, I'll match with a lot of people online, and then
What apps are you on right now currently?
just Bumble. Just Bumble.
You give Tinder?
I don't. I just have Bumble.
Most people don't Tinder.
You Tindered.
I Tinder.
I saw your profile.
I know because I'm like lazy.
Sometimes I do Tinder.
I
but
don't like that
but
I Tinder,
honestly,
though. It's gross.
But
It's, like,
honestly,
bad.
Well, Tinder's
I'm
like a
just
hookup
not
site.
desperate
Yeah.
right now, and like, and usually I tell like a lot of the Bumble chicks, I usually just let them know I'm like, hey, listen, I've been through the game. Like, I don't fuck around. Like, if you want to hang out, let's hang out. If not, I'm so busy. I am so happy to cancel hanging out with you. It doesn't matter.
Can we cancel? I don't want to hang. I don't want to hang out today.
Really, I'm not like I don't say it like that, but basically, like I'm like, hey, no worries, that's fine. I've got something else to do, no matter what. But I'd love to spend time with you. And if they cancel, fuck it, I don't care. There's another person who wants to hang out.
Yeah.
There are so many.
Do you think
beautiful...
that's good or that's bad though? Like, what do you
There
think?
are-
What do you
I
think
think
about
it's
like
good.
collectively of
I
this
think it's
this
good.
thing of like there's literally endless options because in past times that
I'm not
hasn't
saying
been the
this
case.
is endless options.
But it is.
What I'm
It
saying
is. Psychologically
is,
speaking, it is.
what I'm saying is, there is no shortage of women who can appreciate what I do, and I am in no rush to find somebody. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but
Like,
what I'm asking you about
I-
is like your opinions on the collective.
On the collective in
On the
Boise, Idaho.
Well, on the collective in the sense of like you and I and anyone that is our peer, it's factual that we have literally endless options. Like that's a fact. But in not so
I'm not
far
gonna say I
away,
have endless
not
options.
so far away generations,
What I'm
that
saying
wasn't
is,
a thing.
I'm
So
not
what do
desperate.
you think like how does that fact, right? Like we're in an age now where we literally do have ample, if not endless, opportunities for new relationships. And in not so recent history, that wasn't a thing that was something that people even, it's like, you don't think about like, no, I literally have it's like you don't necessarily, not in not so recent history. So I don't know, it's something that I like wonder about and like ponder myself. Like there was a time where that wasn't a thing, but now it is.
Well,
And how does that impact how you show up in your relationships today?
I'm just kind of confused.
I was like, damn, that was a lot to take in.
Yeah. I was like following you until probably the last like 2 sentences, and I got lost.
Yeah, Tobi can drop some. She can drop some doll.
I can have some.
Okay,
Yeah.
So let me just explain it to you like this.
Yeah, I can rephrase the question in simpler
Okay,
terms.
so-
I
You
am
need me
somebody.
to.
Okay, I am not somebody who is desperate because I know that there is somebody out there eventually who I will meet. And the only reason I say this is because every time that I'm not looking and every time that I'm not like trying to find somebody to fill a void, it just happens. And those are the people that I eventually enjoy spending my time with, and they're worth like putting an investment into, like making sure that like they're fulfilled in certain capacities that like they have not like experienced, or like something that they're looking for, and being able to like match my insecurities with theirs, right? And making sure that we like grow together. And so like that's somebody who I am. I'm not looking for something because every time I've looked for something, it has never worked out.
Yeah.
And so every time that I wasn't searching for something, it has worked out. But like eventually certain circumstances kind of like dissolved those relationships because we were not emotionally capable of handling that and communicating that and being able to work through those things, right? And those that influences your learning curve. So you like as you get older, you kind of see things and you're able to kind of parcel out like certain characteristics that you see in people. Like, yes, you love that this person is capable of handling these things.
Tell you about yourself?
It does. It tells you a lot about yourself. It tells you what you want.
Totally.
because I don't think
relationships are mirrors.
It's all about sacrifice, but it's all about like making sure that there's a balance.
He's got it all figured out. This one.
Yeah,
no, he does. I mean, yeah, you do.
No, I'm talking about you.
No, I mean, I've been through some like long relationships. I've been married, you know, like I'm not an idiot. Like I've seen relationships like fold. I've seen them unfold. You know, I've been around, and you know, I'm not old. I'm only 33, but I've seen a lot of like some of the most stable relationships around me completely fall apart within like months. And I'm like, how did that happen?
What does that tell you?
But then you look back on it and you're like, oh, dude, that was probably years in the making.
Statistically,
you know,
yes.
Like it would probably be like,
yeah, I just did say
wow.
statistically. So this is
crazy, right?
This is another fun statistic. If
So
we're gonna open that door, which I think we should,
we are,
and I think this is personally really friggin' important.
Well,
I
you're the one
I read some data the other day.
From what journal
8
article?
out of 10 divorces are initiated by women.
Okay, that is
8 out of 10.
So what is
8
it?
out of 10 divorces are initiated by women.
And why so, though?
Because men.
Is it because they're the ones?
Men are not unhappy.
That.
Men are not unhappy. Men are unhappy that their wives are unhappy with them. Because overall, marriage, structurally speaking, has continued to work well for men. It hasn't changed much. The expectation hasn't changed very much. It's structurally, it serves men very well, and maybe not so much. So I think it's a really powerful number, a really fucking powerful number.
So
8 out of 10 divorces are initiated by women. That's 80%. 80% of divorces are initiated by one gender. What the fuck does that tell you? Like, to me, that's crazy.
Is it because they're not faithful?
I mean, I'm sure that's an element in some cases, but I think what you can
they're
deduce,
unfaithful because their husbands do not fulfill certain capacities.
Whether they're unfaithful
right?
or they're not unfaithful is not the point. The point is it's not working for them anymore. It's not the structure of being married. It's not working for them anymore. So they're leaving because we're all figuring out like, so my buddy is a divorce attorney for WeVorce, which is like, it's an online website that where you can like collaboratively divorce if you're amicable or, you know, whatnot. Anyway, point being, I had a beer with him this last summer and he was like, you are the prototype of literally all of our ad spend. 30s, educated, self-sufficient. You are where all of our advertising dollars go.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah, because 8 out of 10 women initiate divorce. And so 8 out of 10 women are seeking.
What is the cause for it? Just irreconcilable differences?
Well, but I'm sure it varies. And that's a factor that is a variable.
Do you think it's because they search out other types of relationships and they realize like
I don't think so, because like
other people would treat me better.
A singular person asking for a divorce is the first line of information, and then the second is why of like irreconcilable distance, infidelity, like whatever it is. Like that's step 2. Step 1, who's asking, who's filing.
Right.
It's women.
Well, it's women.
So whether it's infidelity, irreconcilable difference,
But why is that? Like,
I think it's because structurally it's not working for women anymore.
Like,
because it
women
used
are
to
kind of
be,
realizing there's equality.
Well, that and there used to be like, I don't know, in like a more traditional sense of marriage, give and take of like, I'm going to give you children, I'm going to give you a home, I'm going to give you all of these things because in return, not even that, but it's a symbiosis.
It's an equality.
In return, you will give me money. You will give me housing.
Yeah.
You will pay my bills for me. Like that's
make sure that I have food that I can like feed my children.
But my point is that it's an exchange. It is an exchange.
100%.
I'm giving you this because I'm getting this, and in my personal opinion, and from what I've read, like women in their 30s and beyond are like looking at this thing and they're saying, well, and they're like, oh, I don't need you for housing. I don't need you for money. I don't need you for security. That's like not a thing. I am figuring out that I can do that on my own. And structurally, this arrangement of marriage is not working for me. And I think that's why 8 out of 10 marriages are initiated by women.
Well, and I don't want to play devil's advocate, but we're on Channel 99.
And
play
this is like, I love
because I'm 100%.
No, I'm into it.
To be honest with you, I am 100% with you. But let me tell you a reciprocal view. And this is what I've recognized recently. So I'm going to propose the opposite view, and you tell me what you think, because I might be able to argue.
So what is your opposite view? That women are cheating?
No. What it is like, if they don't feel like they're valued or they don't have the money, a lot of them now have the option
they not feel like they're valued?
Well, a lot of them may not have like the allowance. Oh, I got a little bit left. Yeah. Some of them may not get the allowance because their husbands don't make enough, and they like don't feel valued because they don't get new clothes, and they're not able to go out with their friends because they don't have the money to go do that, and like they don't have the time to go do it because they're like with the kids all the time because the husband's working all the time, right?
Okay, so you're talking about someone.
I'm just saying like somebody who's like dating or with somebody who's like either working like 50, 60 hours a week or like odd hours, like. And, you know, a woman who's with them, who has their children, whether they're married or not, you know, they may feel undervalued because they don't have the time or the opportunity or even the financial stability to go out with their friends and enjoy a drink or two, right? They feel undervalued, so they seek other things that are going to give them some type of a stimulation, right? And so, like, there are also women who are overprivileged, who like they get everything that are like financial. They're financially stable, and they get everything they want. How are they financially
stable?
Well, like their husbands make a lot of money, but they're not emotionally fulfilled. So they seek out an emotional fulfillment in certain like ways, and like they want somebody that's going to stimulate them and like, you know, maybe talk about different things, or like somebody who has different views that like kind of parallel their views, but not necessarily like something they can talk about with their spouse. Does that make sense? And it stimulates them in a different way. It's a lack
of connection.
Yeah, totally. And I'm not saying like it's right or wrong, but I'm saying it happens. And like people get off in different ways, but at the end of the day, I think like as far as like when we get to our age and there are like people who are trying to date and it's online, I think it's more or less people like us. We are professionals and we work around our own time and our own schedules, and it's not that we're selfish, but we're kind of selfish. Like, does that make sense?
Kind of.
Yeah, like you prioritize, and like, am I rambling?
No. I just was watching John.
Take it away, dog.
I was going to say something, just totally forgot.
Well, what I'm saying is like you start to prioritize as you get a little bit older, and like you kind of realize what's worth it, and you meet somebody when you're dating,
ideally,
who will like match your types of
needs.
Well, they just parallel you. They set goals, they achieve goals. Like there's somebody who like appreciates their own time, and you know they make things worth their time. Does that make sense?
Well,
they don't
John
waste
specifically makes me hopeful for like generations.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
How do I make you hopeful?
Because you show up.
I show up.
You show up.
Dude, not a lot of people show up, bro.
Not a lot of fucking
Not a lot of people show up,
specifically, not
man.
a lot of men show up. And I'm not saying that as a criticism of men.
100%.
Because
100%.
men are not taught. Women are taught. Women are literally biologically ingrained to create community.
They are
to create.
prompt.
Not even that. Well, to create. But the ultimate goal is to create community. That's what women do. We create community.
Always prompt, dude.
Yeah,
Every woman I know in my life is like prompt and on time. If not 15 minutes early. Every single woman I know. My mom. All my sisters, they're there, they're on time. They're like, they got their shit together. 100%. All my brothers, like, if like, well, the ones that are like in charge of the families, dude, usually those guys, and by in charge I mean like they're usually the late dudes, so they're dragging the families along. Like, usually I got late, dude, my sister-in-laws and like the sisters that I have, like the ones that are like, yo, get your shit together, we're leaving, we're there 15 minutes early. They're in charge. Usually it's like my brothers dragging ass, and their wives are like, come on, dude, let's go.
I would like to imagine a world in which, like, people just show up.
So a lot of me's then?
Yes, a lot of
you. You know what? It says a lot about you, though. If you show up late, they say that if you show up late, fuck, dude, I'm just clipping so bad right now.
Ooh.
It's all good. Everybody who's been listening to me, I apologize, but I'm also party casting, so it's
we are. Wait. How many are you in right now?
What? You don't ask a lady how many drinks she's had in a night.
Yeah.
You don't ask a lady that.
I don't care.
Don't ever ask her.
Tim's like, nah, dude, just let her get hammered. You don't ask her what she's doing.
I'm the type of guy, like, I am very straightforward. Like, if you look like shit, I would tell you look like shit. I have no filter. You look amazing, by the way.
Oh, thank you. That's nice. Yeah, no, it's interesting. Being 20.
I don't know what it's like to be 20. I'm 23, so.
23.
I mean, I don't even remember my 23.
I'm hopeful.
John's so young, so this isn't even a good question. Tobi, what's the youngest guy you've dated?
Yeah. Let's hear this. I have to hear. Okay, wait.
No. I think the more appropriate question is who's the oldest guy that you've dated.
Okay.
Well, I've never dated a dude, so not at all.
I mean,
I think, and that's like a whole nother segue. Like, I wonder, like, can women date?
The oldest girl I've been with, the oldest woman, girl, that's fucked up.
She's not a girl, not yet a woman.
The oldest woman that I've been with is 36 when I was 29.
I think that women have maybe a bigger, like,
okay, what about you?
You think so?
What?
You think so?
What about me?
Yeah,
you think women have a bigger pool than dudes, though?
I think they catch maybe less flack for it. Or maybe they catch more.
They probably
I don't know.
catch less flack.
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. Like, I feel like if I was to stroll down the street with a 20-year-old or a 60-year-old, like, no one would look at me and be like, oh, what is she doing? You know what I mean? Like, whether it was one way or the other, like, significantly older, significantly younger, I think either way, maybe that's just me personally in my isolated experience of Boise, Idaho, of like, I don't think anybody would look at me and be like, oh, she's like a type of way or a type of person. Like, oh no, she's just like on a date with her boyfriend, whether he's 20 or 60. Like, I don't know.
But you haven't answered my question yet.
What is your question? Don't be annoying.
I'm not being annoying because you've been trying to brush me up. What's the oldest dude that you dated?
I'm so partied right now.
Currently?
I don't know. And you're
currently or in my DMs?
Like,
DMs. Wait. Besides that freaking dude that
he knows.
He looks
What's
like.
Up? What do you know?
Oh,
he knows.
Okay.
He knows.
Some freaking old fuck who's like in his like 50s.
He's late 40s, early 50s.
Oh, 50s. Are you gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Give me your phone.
No, you're not allowed to get in my DMs anymore.
Why?
Because you were in there presently.
Yo, how about y'all are like sharing DMs? That's intense.
We share DMs.
And
I regret it because he left me.
Good thing I didn't send a dick pic, bro.
Exactly. Here.
John and I have a special relationship where we share
dick
DMs.
Pic, by the way, in my entire life. So shout out.
I've never shared a dick pic in my life.
Yo, dude, fuck that, man.
Neither of you ever sent dick pics?
No.
I've never sent a dick pic.
To your girlfriend?
No.
This is private. To your girlfriend, you never sent a picture
know.
of your girlfriend.
She could just see that in real life.
But what if you're long distance? If you're long distance, love.
I see her on Friday. I'll just pull my pants down.
You don't ever send her dick pics?
No. That's weird. Why would you like, okay,
I'm not gonna lie.
Of your girlfriend.
Those girls have sent me some stuff that probably I would never send anybody or like.
No, it's weird for guys to take a picture of their dick.
I agree that it's weird for guys to take a picture of their dick. But if you're in the comfort of a private relationship,
like
and it's,
you know what though, I was in a relationship where I was like, I'm not gonna lie, she was
a good relationship.
Yeah, it was a good relationship. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, obviously.
Yeah, I was going to say, how good was it really, though?
It happens, dude.
It was good enough for the time. Obviously.
Okay, anyway.
What are we talking about?
So we were talking about this old
No dick pics, though.
Yeah,
No dick pics. That does surprise me. That within the container of a relationship that you would send a dick pic if you were in the container of a relationship.
Just come out. You know where
Okay,
I'm at.
but like if you were in a relationship,
I'm still gonna keep my junk private because it's my junk.
It's
You've sent nudies to your girlfriend.
Really? How would you know?
Okay.
Because you guys have a hot relationship.
I did for one girl, just one girl.
I have never.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't have a problem with it. If you're in a container of a safe relationship and you are sexting and you have consent with all parties, that's different. That's not a dick pic. That's within the container of a relationship. Not even a relationship, but an agreed upon thing between all parties. Like I don't have a problem with that.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's the unsolicited dick
Sexting
pic.
is just weird.
I'm not gonna lie.
You take pics of your dick.
What the
It's me. It's Cardi B. It's my Instagram. It's Cardi B on my Instagram.
Quit singing on fucking
I'm
Cardi
so
B.
sorry.
Yo, you're gonna get me
Cardi B.
blasted. Spotify's gonna block me.
Yo,
I'm
copyright.
sorry.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. I follow Cardi B.
3715. 3715. That's where we're at on the episode.
She's so great.
Come on, girl.
Okay, my heart's
just
like racing. I got really into that. Calm down.
Yes. I think we should heat up.
No, but you know what?
Say no to
dating.
sexting.
Unless you're in the
a little
container
different.
of a relationship.
It's weird.
You can
What?
sex your
though?
girlfriend. You sex your girlfriend. Don't tell me.
Here,
because she lives.
No, I have
I don't
never
know. I
won.
don't
Okay,
want to know.
here.
I don't want to know. I don't want to read her text messages. I don't want to see it.
Grab the milk.
That's private.
And the eggs. And don't forget about the freaking toast because you forgot it last time.
Don't.
How
And the
about
dog
we're
food.
so live right now on Twitch and we have like 1,000 people watching right now.
Good.
Just joking. I'm fucking with you.
Take
We have, like, maybe one.
No, sexting is just weird. Like, why would I have to type it out? It's like how I feel. I might just call her.
You know what? I just call it how I feel it, yo. I'm just like, yo, if I don't feel good, I'm going to tell them, yo, I don't feel good about this.
What if you're feeling sexy and you want to send a nude?
I've said
Well,
like,
fucking whip it out and send a nude.
I have never.
I like nudes. I think they're art.
So you send nudes all the time to people?
No, but I think that they can be artistic and thoughtful and kind.
Yeah,
and
pop
nice.
that butt out. So, that's about it. Hey, I mean, I've done that before.
No, he did teach me how to pop my butt
I love
out.
how the video looks right now, by the way.
It's so good. The woman is the smallest little one.
Oh, you're fine.
Make
Chill.
it bigger.
Sassy.
Yeah.
Well.
It's not a coincidence that the two men are the biggest ones.
Well, no, it's just you're so far away. How about you sit
are.
closer?
I am closer. I don't want to be like on it.
Hold on, watch.
Watch
this.
Oh no, he's off camera. Wait, make sure it looks cute.
No, you have to, like,
Double chin, people.
You have
Don't.
to sit closer.
I am really close.
Sit closer to make it look like that because of the time.
Okay.
Okay, stop leaning back.
I'm just.
You work out way too much.
I do. That's so nice. Yeah, that's good. I like it to just block out my face completely.
This light makes my skin look good.
You look great.
Thank you. I try.
Okay, and then just.
Yeah, but you have to like talk.
No, I do talk into it, but just like turn it.
Talking to it.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. You can all hear me.
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the one producing. Hold on, talk.
Now on the spot, that's like a
Yeah.
lot to ask of a person.
Oh, you're fine. Suck it up.
Suck it up.
Sorry. Somebody fucked with that mic. There you go. Right there.
Thank you. It's nice. It's good. It's good angle. Right down the shirt. That's where.
Yeah. Get down the shirt here.
Right down the shirt.
Here, I'll show off my pecs too. Is it showing? No.
Is it showing?
Damn it.
He's working it out. That was a good commercial break.
No. Leave me
Yes.
alone.
No.
Here you go.
Because I'm only produced.
No, I won't do it. Stop it.
You have to.
Peer pressure.
I know, because now
Why?
I'm the trainer.
Because I've only produced like 180 episodes since like
I'm
August
the
of
trainer
last year.
now. I'm the trainer in this scenario. So you just have to roll on my level. This is like one of those moments where you're like, the weight's too heavy. And I'm like, no, it's not.
God. Okay, well, we all know you can smoke all of us out. Did she smoke you out when you hung out with her?
Yeah. Dude, we went to this Hawks game, and I was like, where am I at?
Dude, I'm kind of nervous. Dude. Like, I might be like on your kitchen floor again.
You'll be fine. Don't do that.
Like,
you'll be fine.
Dude, this is...
Look, he's just...
Dude, this is gonna bring back...
Don't embarrass yourself, dog.
Dude, that's gonna bring back like 2014 all over again.
What?
Yeah, I think it's like... That's when I like passed out on his floor.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
he thought he was dying. He's like,
This
I'm
is
dying. And I was like, no, dude, you're just like reliving yourself.
I'm dying. I was like, oh, fuck,
That's
this is
heavy.
it. I'm
You're
greening
just
out.
like,
That's
you're
heavy.
like living your second life right now, bro. Just enjoy it. You're reliving. You're not dying.
Oh, I was very much dying. Yeah, so I think you should
And then
bring
you
this
just lay
pen
on
with you.
Do you listen to Khalid?
No.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Secretly.
Lie on the podcast.
Secretly, yes.
You do! Because it's of his generation. That's what I'm saying.
That's all I just said. I do, secretly.
You do. It's good. What about you, Tim? Do you listen to Khalid on Sneak?
Who is it?
Khalid,
I don't know who that is.
he's so amazing.
Who is he?
He's so good.
Should we
Who is he, though?
Let's bump
Look
him
him
real
up.
quick. Let's bump him. Khalid, how do you spell it? K-A.
K-H-A-L-I-D.
K-H-A-L-I-D.
Coming in hot with the truly. Oh, it's my boyfriend.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, you know he's my boyfriend.
All right,
you know
which
that.
one? Talk,
Oh
butter.
my god. Talk is really good.
Tunneling.
okay.
Maybe honestly, but- I mean,
Okay,
there's a lot
here
of
we
good
go.
ones.
Oh my
Let's watch this video.
Maybe one
Let's
with
do it
Billie
on the
Eilish.
lower TV. Hold on, the bottom monitor, everybody.
Khalid, you're welcome.
Yeah, Khalid, because you're so cool on Channel 99.
Okay, this song is good.
See? He's my connection to all things youth.
I do love this song.
He's so good. He's so good. He's so cute.
All right, but you gotta sing this right here. Go.
Can we just talk? Can we just talk about where we're
This is pretty dope.
It is.
Lost.
going beyond? Can't get what we do without knowing. I've never felt like this before.
He's so cute.
How old is this dude?
Yeah.
He's my boyfriend.
I thought that was your
Yeah.
boyfriend.
He's my boyfriend. You're my boyfriend too.
Dude, you have so many boyfriends.
Yeah, I know, right?
You gotta see boyfriends. Cleet is my Coachella boyfriend.
Oh, how old is
How old
Coachella?
is he?
27? 28?
Yeah, he's baby. He's
Yeah,
real young.
I
Yeah.
should probably go to Coachella.
He's so good. You have to go to Coachella.
You know what I should do is
You
try to
should-
figure out how
Okay,
to get
we should. Okay, here.
Coachella is so great.
And sneaking a bunch of drugs in. Because apparently
you
this
don't
bitch
have
got
to
caught.
because like everybody else could totally just sneak them in and you can just buy them off them.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just a trade.
It's
You wanna
a
take 'em?
process. It's
Yeah.
a process.
Just like get somebody else to sell them to.
No,
True.
that's like hard to do because people don't want to sell them to you always. I mean, like some
Really?
people do if you're like
It's
a
all
girl
good.
and you're like, and I lost my drugs. And then they will. But yeah, Cleed is.
Just take your shirt
He's
off.
my
and you-
baby. He's my love. Like, he's my sweetheart.
I probably could make this music video.
Yeah, I think we all could.
It's pretty easy.
And get rid of the other tune.
He's so great, though.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
But I don't know
Yeah.
that you like, I don't know, like if you would really enjoy him live unless you're like into it. I don't know. Like when
he's dope.
I had some friends at Coachella that were like maybe not feeling him as much, and they were
Yeah.
like didn't love him live. It's kind of a slower like vibe.
I mean, you were in Coachella for what? How long? 3 days? 3, 4 days?
3 days. It was dope. I
Oh.
really fucking hope I could go again.
Hey,
It was so good.
hey, you were on
It
a
was
wait
so
list
good. I know.
of like a
But
couple
you
thousand
told me
people.
I have 60% chance.
62.4.
That's what you said.
a couple thousand people.
I know, so I'm
actually did math.
hopeful. I really hope that works out because it was really awesome.
And finding you a
Maybe
man.
I'll try to hop on that list.
Are you gonna find me a man?
I think I might.
Hey, Tim.
I think I might try to figure out how I can get on like a press pass. I think I have enough credibility for a press pass at this point. I think so. At least to say, hey, I take photos at
I was thinking
concerts.
about, yeah, you can do that. Or just
And just at least say, like,
you listen
hey,
to-
let me at least buy a ticket and have a camera. You
Can I
think so?
have it? Yeah, no, can I have that? I want to show. I want to.
Do your thing, girl.
You want
I want to.
keyboard?
No, I want the keyboard. I want to type.
Do your thing. Do
Yeah, no,
both of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
you
yeah.
kind of you kind of need a mouse.
Yeah, and you need a keyboard.
And you
Okay.
kind of need a keyboard.
Give me to the typey part.
The typey part. Oh,
I'll
good.
get you to
Oh.
just
Give me
like
the typey part.
just do
I
your
don't
thing
want to.
apart.
No, over there.
No,
Yes.
right here.
No, okay, okay, do it.
Go.
Okay.
Type it up.
Wait. What's the spelling? I can't see it.
I don't know. I got LASIK a couple months ago. I still can't see that well. Do you? Why are we whispering?
Why the fuck were we whispering? Do you hear them next door though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're good, huh?
totally.
Dude, hopefully like he knows. I told him I have a podcast, so if he's like, this is like their next album stuff, so if people can hear it, which I don't think they can in the background, but if they can, then you're fucking very welcome,
Put this on.
because
How do
these
we
dudes
play
are
this?
fucking
hit it.
exploding.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just hit the thingy thing.
Okay, do it. Make it full screen.
Is this a sad girl song? Oh, this is a sad girl song.
He's so great.
Wanna be king in your story.
Oh, this is such a sad girl song.
Yeah,
He was at
dude, it's such a
Coachella.
sad song.
No, he's Irish.
Were you crying to this song?
No, I don't.
Yo,
ever
what do I say? Question. So I took a photo of like a band. I took a bunch of photos of band at the Boise Music Fest. The only
Yeah.
band I took photos of, technically, because they were like super photogenic. They just messaged me and they're like, "Hey, can you send those photos to us from the Boise Music Fest?" Yeah, it's a good song. What do I tell them? Like, you should just like tag me. I said for sure. Just tag me in the ones you post. What's your email? Is that all I should post?
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
definitely sufficient.
You guys are in charge of the music, by the way, and
I
it's
know,
just
we're-
gonna
we're
play
the
to the
DJs.
background.
We're
Yeah,
the
you guys are
DJs.
and DJ, DJs.
DJs.
We're the DJs.
You're DJs and dog.
Yes. Hell yeah. The song is pretty good though. I'll give you props for that.
He's Irish and amazing.
And
Live.
you went date him. Is he your boyfriend too?
He's my Irish boyfriend. Everybody needs one of those. But he was
Yeah,
at
me too.
Coachella. No, I
You
feel like it taught me everything that's cool. That's like every
Really?
artist of the summer. Was like Coachella is like the showcase. Like that's where you start.
Yeah, you had a blast and a half, and you left me to ride at my job. I was
I
so
know.
bored in my
But
mind.
you were my spirit guide, of my Coachella experience.
Telling you not to do that or this.
Yeah, but you were my spirit guide.
Did you listen to me?
Mostly.
Bullshit.
Honestly.
Don't lie to me.
But I'm on the list for next year. I really hope it works out.
And what happens if it doesn't?
I don't know.
That thing worse.
I don't know. You're going to have to be my dating coach.
You just throw yourself at them. Throw everything you got.
It's good.
That's a great thing. Just put yourself out there.
It's a safe advice.
And say no for people who are 50.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Are you talking about the songs for like 50-year-olds?
Yeah, Sid.
Yeah, that's exactly
It is
what he's
kinda like
talking
an older
about.
song.
That's
You're
exactly what he's
not
talking
doing it.
about.
I dig the song, but it's
He's-
like it totally is for like older people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying that you shouldn't be talking to people who are in the 50s.
I honestly, I like the song, but
It's
it's like old
actually
people
not
song.
like his biggest show of life was
Yo, I'd
Coachella
rather
like a
listen-
month ago. That's
Really?
your
No,
personal
he's
preference.
good.
That's
No, he's
but that's
good.
your
I like
personal
this.
preference. Like
They play
but
him
like
on my radio station that I listen to.
collectively.
It's for like old people.
Yeah. I agree with you on that.
Or people that aren't up to speed on the latest music trends.
No,
I don't even know
am,
what's
though.
going on.
I know you don't,
I
and
listen to
neither of you.
94.9.
Neither of you
No,
really do.
I really
You know,
do.
look,
I don't
what-
think that you do, though.
Like,
No, I
what
really
song's
do.
going on right now?
What's
like,
your most favorite recent release?
Probably,
Elmo?
no.
Literally factual. If it takes you that long to figure out your answer, like you're fully posing right now.
Or I'm fully faded.
Yeah, I can't do. I'm gone. So I
if it
can't
takes
do.
you that long to
94.9.
answer a question about the music you listen to, like
Yeah.
I'm fully calling your shit. No
There's-
shade. But like
Well-
you're fully full of it.
Well, no shade, but no fade, because I'm so faded right now.
Yeah. So what new song? Okay, wait. Let's go Spotify real quick and see what song.
No, 94.9. That's
You know
what I
he
listen
doesn't
to.
have a
That's what I win all
He
my
doesn't
stuff
have
on.
Spotify.
Why?
I don't do Spotify.
He doesn't do Spotify
Yeah.
because he loves music so much that he doesn't do Spotify.
No, I do Amazon.
Sad.
He's on
Okay.
Amazon.
Wait. Today's top hits. Okay, the Shawn Mendes, the Chainsmokers,
The
Taylor Swift,
hold
Katy
on.
Perry,
Katy Perry
Ed Sheeran,
and Justin Bieber.
Marshmello,
Yeah.
Drake.
How's it going over there in the
I can't read.
I'm just getting hit up by this band for like photos, and it's like, well, hey man, thanks for taking the photos. It's more like, hey, can you just send us your photos? Well, it'd be nice if you said thanks, dude. Could you please
dude.
send us your photos?
Hell no.
Oh man, I gotta like approve you, Toby.
what?
I gotta approve you on Channel 99. How
Oh,
cool do I feel right now?
Lizzo.
I
Love
gotta
her.
approve you for tagging me right now.
How do we turn it up? This is the song.
Oh God.
That bitch, you and I'm crying crazy. Yeah, I got boy problems. That's a human in me. Bling bling, and I saw him. That's a goddess in me.
Sounds like
Lizzo.
sounds like White Stripes.
Sounds like
mixed
also
with,
was at Coachella.
yeah, sounds like a little White Stripes.
Of course she was there. It's fucking Lizzo. Of course she was at Coachella.
That is true. Okay, what song is it called?
Truth hurts.
Okay, that's pretty deep. Can you type that in for me?
Yeah.
Because you're much more of a fast typer than I am. Me and my arthritis fingers.
Truth hurts. Play it.
I don't want to.
Do it.
Ow, you're
Oh,
hitting
it's
me.
so good.
This is abuse.
Make it.
I don't want to. Don't do
What's
what to
going
do.
on right now? What are you guys playing?
I don't know.
You want to turn it up on the headset?
Yeah, a little bit.
Here, I'll do it.
Just a smidge.
I'm 100% that bitch, even when I'm
Crying crazy, I got boy problems. That's a human in me. Bling bling, and I saw one. That's a goddess in me.
You're so feisty.
Man, I wish you guys had my headphones right now.
Really?
It sounds so sick. Here. Well,
Woman, great,
gonna
well,
turn
I
ours
gotta
off.
be great.
sounds good.
Sounds so good.
Toby's just jamming out right now. So, you using your car?
Photos with the bomb lighting. She's so good. She's a queen.
Okay,
She's a
she is.
beautiful queen.
She is a queen.
Oh, that breaks my heart. That you thought you ever had it. No, I ain't from the start. Hey, your daddy got a witchy bitch to me. Who do I hide this? I will never, ever, 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 ever be your side chick. I put the singing single. Put it by the ring on my finger. You dance. What's the garbage your DMs? It's okay, he already in my DMs. Being great till they gotta be great. Text me and tell it straight to my face. Best friend living down in the salon chair. Shampoo press get you out.
She's
of
pretty
my
good,
hair.
dude. This is
Best
sad.
photos with
really
the
good.
bomb lighting. Man on the Minnesota Vikings.
Cheers, by the way. I don't think we've even fucking cheersed on this whole show. And we're like, I don't know, we're in our second hour.
Yeah.
I don't
We're
play
chilling.
tag, bitch. I've been it.
How faded are you?
We don't fuck with lies.
Pretty-
Because you get
I'm a
bumping
little
like,
weathered.
Aye.
I can handle myself.
In a
Yeah, me too.
minute.
We're
I
getting
don't
there.
play tag, bitch. I've been it.
She's a whole new level.
She's
She's a whole
You
new
don't fuck with
level.
lies. You just get
That's why I
you
love
bumping
her so
like
much.
aye. Why men great till they gotta be great? Text me and tell it straight to my face. Best
Oh,
friend independent
shit.
in
Dude,
salon
she's still
chair.
going.
Shampoo press get you out of my
killing it,
hair.
dude.
Yes.
Best photos with the bomb lighting. New
Yeah.
man on the Minnesota
Who is
Vikings.
this chick again? Lizzo?
Yeah, Lizzo.
I've never heard of this chick.
She's really good.
This is intense.
Yeah, I know, right? I expect that she's singing
She's
it too.
intense. Dude, she's getting into it. This is sick, though.
So, imagine how much practice she had in her car.
A lot.
How much would you have in your
How much
A lot of
practice she
practice
had.
in my car.
Yeah,
So
you
much,
drive a lot.
So much.
And you probably have that on
And I have
repeat.
that on repeat all the time, yeah.
You also got pulled
So
over
good.
twice.
So yeah, I do. It's so good, Lizzo.
No, that's
so
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Wait, so Tim,
I dig.
She's so
do you
great.
sing in your car too or no?
Do you sing in your car?
No,
like,
because for the
aggressively?
most of the time, well, I listen to the radio when I'm in the car.
I don't even listen to music. I just listen to people talk.
No, I like
Channel
I like to
99's
listen to the
podcast.
radio because I win a lot of stuff on the radio.
Yeah, you do.
So
You go to a lot
I
of concerts.
Yeah, they sent
Is
me
that 'cause
like
you call in a lot?
they sent me a W-2
Like when they do the
last year.
555
No,
Really?
what is it? An I-9. They sent me an I-9 for like because I won so much. I
Bam.
won like $1,100 with the shit last
Is
year.
it because you called always?
all the time, every day to work, every day.
Told
I
you.
won all
'Cause
the
he called.
fucking time,
It's because he fucking called.
all
maybe I'll
the
call.
time.
They all start calling, even though my day starts at 4:00 in the damn morning, and
Well, no, they do a lot of like giveaways during the times that I'm driving to and from work. So I'm
What's
like, all
happening
right,
on
well,
there?
all
Is
right.
it late? What's the hour? What are we at?
Um,
72?
Yeah, we're like an hour in.
yeah, my girlfriend just Snapchatted me, so
Oh,
You might have to
shit,
call it a wrap.
oh, You're all snapped out.
yeah.
Call it a wrap.
All right, everybody, make sure that you subscribe. Give us 5 stars. Pass the episode along. Subscribe to Toby in Boise
Oh,
and
thank y'all.
Instagram.
Thank y'all.
Make sure you subscribe to what is yours again, John?
What is mine again? Oh wait.
John
Well,
Wynn.
No, it's John_Win.
Well, obviously.
And win spelled Nguyen.
But then there's a 5 after that.
5.
5.
This motherfucker.
Numerical number 5.
But
Yes.
do follow him. It's super great. He
I
loves
guess-
his girlfriend.
I do.
He does.
Very
he
much.
Posts,
Yeah.
He does. He posts hella cute pics. Gives me life. And he's a great trainer.
Yeah, he's
Thank
killing
you.
it. Good for you, man.
Thank
I appreciate it. This is the first official podcast that
It
you're on,
is.
and you're on a party cast.
It is.
Part
Party
number-
cast,
Is
two
this
part
like-
series.
Part 2.
Yep.
All right, cool, man. Well, everybody, make sure that you have a wonderful rest of your. Fucking give me my
No, it's mine. I want it.
Your day.
Bye.
Yeah, peace.
Good night.